getting scrubbed out.
I think eventually you get tired of that.
Not rolling. He's done it since he was little. We'll go up to his bedroom and find all sorts of dishes and stuff under his bed. We haven't let anyone take it up there either. He gets up in the middle of the night, makes him something to eat, and takes him over. He'll even take it, if he gets too many under his bed or something, he'll put some under Asher's. I too don't understand that. Okay, it's 7 o'clock. We do have a quorum. I'll call this meeting to order. Statement of the meeting law.
I, the undersigned clerk, read the statement of the open meeting law.
Roll call. John.
Here.
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 Caleb.
Here.
Lynn.
Here.
All the following items will be approved by one vote unless any board member desires to have a separate vote on any or all of these items. The consent agenda consists of discussion, consideration, approval of following items 4A through 4J.
Move to approve the consent agenda 4A through 4J.
John, motion.
Second.
Caleb, second. How you vote, Clint?
Here.
Yes.
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 Okay, other reports, principal reports.
Well, let me go first. The 2021 school year ended with great awards assemblies, lots of happiness for the summer, and some sadness for the end of the year. The teachers and staff worked extremely hard to make this past year successful, and the end product was nothing less than excellent. However, we will miss Mrs. Bixler, Mrs. Hothman, and Mrs. Terrell, but we do wish them the best. Summer camp has started off with a great start. We have 22 students entering 1st through 3rd grades and 21 entering 4th through 6th grade that enrolled in the project-based STEM camp this summer. This past week, air was the big idea for the week, and the students made balloon cars that followed Newton's third law of motion, concocted different bubble solutions to test in multiple experiments, and had a battle of the rockets with individually made stomp rockets. And we concluded the week with a field trip to the Stafford Museum in Weatherford. And then this week, the big idea is water. Next week is sun, and the teachers have worked really hard to make this camp fun for the kids, and it's been a great experience walking from classroom to classroom, seeing everyone in such a great atmosphere. And then this week is also the beginning of the older elementary kids basketball skill camps. So that's about all I have.
Guess on the superintendent. Unless you got Mr. Smith.
He didn't send it to me.
He stopped by. He's at Summer Pride right now. I think he said he's got 19. I think you typically showing up for Summer Pride, the weightlifting, and then summer camp for him. He's had 4 or 5 on average show up there. So, and they've all been junior high. On to our finances. Looking at that. We're going through here, you see that our expenditures are about the same as they were last year at this point. On the year, we've spent $89,000 less than the year before. Our general fund, our collection was a little higher, but again, we are collecting stuff that is slowly coming in, but we still have under collected $846,000 on the year. One thing of note, we did settle, or county assessor, the assessor's office settled with MOP for FY 18, 19, and 20. We're in FY 21 right now, the way schools work. So in the last 3 years they did settle. We did take a pretty decent hit in there. $352,000 was our assessed value with them, and the new assessed value is $198,000, so that's a 43% reduction. The reason for that being that they have determined that the gas lift compressors are part of gross production and they cannot assess them the way they've been assessing them, so those fell off the rolls, bringing their assessed value down. So that's, I mean, the trend is not very good for us. I mean, that's a 43% reduction there. If you remember, we settled with One Oak and Panhandle and Glass Mountain, and those average anywhere from 33% reduction to 67% reduction. So everything seems to be going down for us, so that's not a very good sign, but hopefully, you know, whenever they settle with Target, it's a little better news, because that's our biggest one.
Looks like it's gonna be 30-40%.
It's kind of what I'm looking at. Somewhere in that neighborhood is what it's looking like, so just keep that in mind whenever we're going through this. But building fund, we haven't seen anything as of right now out of the building fund this year. We have under collected on the year $142,000 in there. Again, a lot of that is due to protests, obviously. Flipping it over, looking at our child nutrition. As you can see in there, we spent less, but again, that's all due to how many kids eat and whatnot. Now, we are doing some summer programs, so June, you're going to see probably a little more expenditures come out than typical, because normally we're shut down by now, but we're doing summer food program. You know, our revenue has been up. Again, that's because everybody's free, so we didn't get to collect on there. So overall, we've lost about $7,000 in that program, which is a lot better than we typically have been. So, and then looking at our daycare, we're trying to, as you can see going through here, move into next year, but looking at closing out this year, right now we are down 62,000 in there, so you know we'll roughly lose somewhere around 65,000 in that program. So we're going to make some adaptations and hopefully recover some of that next year. We probably won't break even, but kind of close that gap a little bit for next year.
Most of that 62,000 is from fixing the building.
No, you can add another 110 on top of that.
I thought you had that in there.
Nope. No, most of that was last year, because we did that before June closed out.
Okay. So that's just where we're at.
That's just our expenditures. That's all your bills, everything that's in charge of it. I mean, it's not just employee salary, that's everything.
Anything else?
That's all I have.
Okay, moving on. Vote to approve or not to approve the contract for the audit of the public schools for 2021 school year to be conducted during the 2022 fiscal year with the firm of Chaz W. Carroll, PA.
Move to approve.
John, motion.
Second.
Second. I vote yes.
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 Vote to approve or not to approve the temporary appropriations for fiscal year 2022.
So you should have that temporary appropriations. I can bring it up here. You can see it on the screen. This kind of shows you our general fund and building fund, what we can spend until we get our appropriations done, which takes a few months, but luckily we have a big enough carryover that we don't have to worry about this too much. We're never going to touch a quarter of that, so we don't usually have to go through this with a fine tooth comb, but that allows us to continue to spend money until we get all that completed.
Motion.
I move to approve.
Second.
And motion, John second, any vote, Gary? Yes.
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 Vote to approve or not to approve an agreement for legal services with the Center for Education Law for the 21-22 school year.
This is our prepaid legal.
Legal services to approve. Gary, motion.
Second.
John second. Oh, yes.
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 Yes. Discussion and possible action on the quotes for workers' compensation proposals for the 21-22 school year.
Okay, so like our other property insurance, which, by the way, I did get an email saying that Smart was closing their doors, so it's good they ended up switching, but I did the same with our workers' comp, because I felt like it was getting a little high, so this year we paid $15,111 with that, and so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and bid it out too. Had several different companies bid on it through Bank First, which is who we went through with our property insurance. So we had Comprix, Xena, Luba, and Accident Fund. So the cheapest coming in was $10,448, and that's for comp risk through our agent, which is at Bank First. OSAG came in at $7,941 this year, so almost cut it in half. So this is kind of where I come with you guys to give me advice on how to proceed. I mean, my thing I can't wrap my mind around is if they could have been that cheap all along, why are we just now getting that? Why? So FY21 we paid $15,000, FY20 we paid $13,000, 19 we paid $12,000. 18 was 10 and 17 was almost 15, so 14.9. So we've never been that cheap in the last 5 years, and now all of a sudden they can drop it to 79. So I guess I kind of get aggravated by that, playing games and that kind of stuff. But again, it's tough to spend another 2,000 more. So kind of come to you guys for advice on how do you guys want to proceed on this. They both provide the same services, so. It's all for workers' comp if we have a claim. Obviously, if somebody gets hurt at work. We can go with the lowest quote and rebid it next year and see what happens, or we can go with the other quote and, again, see what next year brings. I mean, the agent there bids it out with 4 or 5 different companies, and he sends me all those. So I know it's getting bid out to different ones every year where I don't believe OSAC does that. What is the opinion of the board on this?
You were 16 this year, or last year?
15.
15.
Well, I understand what you're talking about, and I think we ought to go with OSAG on the cheapest one, right? There's nothing wrong with them,
We have not had any problems with them. It's just a
Dealing with the
concept
same agent.
of the business model. Well, I mean, OSAC's different than our property.
I think that's just kind of the nature of the beast.
You
Some of those insurance deals.
You're stubborn. Probably the thing to do, but.
Well, that's me. That's why when I know whenever I'm biased and at fault, I'll bring it to you guys and
Right.
get your opinion on it, because I know when it comes to this, I kind
I
of.
hear what you're saying, but I think we probably ought to go with the cheapest one.
It's the same coverage.
It's the same coverage. Yeah, there's nothing different. Like I said, we can rebid it out next year and see what happens.
Might be the thing to do, keep everybody honest.
Mhm.
We have a motion?
I'll make the motion
OSAC.
to approve the OSAC bid.
Clint, motion, do we have a second?
I'll second.
Caleb, second. How you vote, Caleb?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, vote to approve or not to approve the agreement between the Cooperative Council for Oklahoma School Administrations and Waynoka School District for the participation in COSA's district level service program for the 21-22 school year.
They do provide some legal services, but most of theirs is professional development that they provide.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Garrett, motion.
Second.
John, second. Oh, yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Okay, vote to approve or not to approve the service agreement with OSSBA Employment Services for the 21-22 school year.
this company fights, like we have any unemployment claims.
Move to approve.
Second.
John motion, Gary second. I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the pediatric physical therapy and occupational therapy service contract with Northwest Physical Therapy and Sports Rehab for the 21-22 school year.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Motion, Caleb second. How you vote, Clint?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the school resource officer agreement with the city of Waynoka for the 2021-22 school year.
Make the motion to approve.
Garrett, the motion.
Second.
Clint, second. Vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve qualifying students and sponsors to attend the FCC LA National Leadership Conference, June the 27th, 2021, and through July the 2nd, 2021 in Nashville, Tennessee.
Move to approve.
Motion, Caleb the second. I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve fundraiser request for FCC LA.
Is it dinner that they're having?
I'll make the motion to approve the fundraiser.
Garrett
Second.
motion, John second. How you vote, John?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Vote to approve or not to approve the lease of the schoolhouse located at 2336 Maple Street to Chad Blocker for July 1, 2021 to June 30th, 2022.
Move to approve.
Second.
Okay, the motion, Clint the second, I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the lease of the schoolhouse located at 2359 Aspen Circle in Tanner Allen for July 1st, 2021 until June the 30th, 2022.
To approve.
Second.
John motion, Caleb second. Clint, how you vote?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the lease of the schoolhouse located at 2350 Maple Street to Isaac Sanders for the July 1st, 2021 until June the 30th, 2022.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second motion, John second, I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the calendar for beginning tracks child care center for 21-22 school year.
Move to approve the calendar.
John's motion,
Second.
second, I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Vote to approve or not to approve the daycare handbook for beginning tracks child care center for the 21-22 school year.
I'll make the motion to approve.
Second.
Motion, Clint, second, I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
We need the executive session.
Unless you guys need it.
Good. Vote to accept or not to accept resignations received today.
Okay, I've got 3 resignations. Sheree Matson is the first one. She was our special education teacher this year. She has moved on to a different school. Rachel Watson, she is a support personnel who's worked at the daycare for us. And then Gail Nicholson, who's been here a very long time, has decided it's time for her to retire as well. So I'll have those 3 for you.
Move to accept the resignations.
John motion,
Second.
Caleb second, how you vote, Clint?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Okay. Vote to reemploy or not to reemploy support staff listed on attachment A for the 21-22 school year.
I'll make the motion to reemploy the support staff.
Second.
Here's the motion, John second, I vote yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Vote to employ or not to employ support staff for the 21-22 school year.
So this one that I'm bringing forward, is Amy Ferguson. She's worked part-time for us. She started sometime, well, late during the year, middle of the year, working part-time. She's decided she'd like to have a full-time position, and so she'll be working at the daycare. We'll hire her as a full-time support personnel.
Move to approve.
Okay, there was a motion, Clint second. Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
New business.
I have no business.
motion to adjourn.
Make the motion to adjourn.
Second motion, we all second, I vote yes.
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 Yes.